Welcome to your daily focus for August the 20th, 2020. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I send it right back to you. Thank you for sharing my videos with family, friends, loved ones. And definitely thank you for subscribing. Thank you for showing up. So we have the 20 energy. The 20 energy can be very much about turning points in your life. It can also symbolize an awareness coming in, and that awareness may throw you off balance a little bit in some way because it changes your perception slightly, or your knowledge, or your understanding, or your clarity. And so expect those little revelations. Maybe they're great revelations, but even the smallest of revelations, epiphanies, new ideas are at hand for you under the 20 energy. Now, I always say to stand in the Superman pose whenever we get that 2 energy happening, that 20 energy. Envision your day. See how it will play out. Imagine it, see it, breathe it, live it in your mind, in the moment. See that conversation happening and going the way you want. See that interview, you blowing them away in the interview. See yourself helping somebody, or working for an organization, or volunteering for an organization. See yourself getting into that exercise routine, or eating something very healthy, or, the list is endless. The list is absolutely endless to what you can see yourself doing for that day. Okay? Brand new day, brand new start. Yesterday is gone. It's in the past. We can't relive it. So, what do we do today? How do we take that step forward? With a clarity today, with an understanding today, or a glimpse at a clarity, an understanding, something to make you ponder, something to make you think about who you are, learning something about yourself, perhaps learning something about somebody else. If we add the numerology of the day together, it is a 14. Now, in the numerology, 14 gears itself a little bit more towards really having the balance of your obligations in life to family, friends, your social, your home life, your work life. And we have so many obligations in so many different areas of our life to different people in different types of relationships and settings and environments. And so the 14 asks you to really look at those obligations and responsibilities. And, where do you not need to have that obligation in your life? Or where have you made it so that you feel it's an obligation that needn't be? Where are you exerting extra time or energy, or perhaps finances, money, in an area of your life where it doesn't really bring in value? It doesn't work. It takes you out of balance. Or maybe you have too many obligations in your work sector and not enough social obligations, right? Or not enough family obligations. So it's really looking at those things. Now, the 14, more in the tarot, is bringing in that balance. 14 is also about having more by having less. Understanding what is truly important, and what, tips the scales into a burden or a responsibility. One of my little things that I always say is, do it now, do that little something now, so it doesn't turn into a job later. If you're supposed to sign off on that paperwork every day, you're supposed to check off all the boxes like you were following a list. And it takes like 5 seconds really to go through the list and check it all off and put your initials on it and go. But now there's an audit coming on and you haven't done it for 2 months, and you got to do it for you got to do 60 days. Now it's a job. Now it's taken away. Now it's become a burden in your life. where it shouldn't be. So maybe where we are not meeting our obligations and responsibilities, where we need to start stepping up to the plate in those areas of our life in order to bring in a true balance, in order to not get bogged down, so to speak, and have that lightness in your step by getting it off your plate, by not having to deal with it going forward. We have the sun in Leo. We have the moon in Virgo. So sun in Leo, it's about happiness, joy, laughter, that self-expression, that independence, that and wanting people to see what you are accomplishing and doing, and wanting the praise and wanting the thanks and wanting the thank you. Sometimes it's the thank you. Being noticed, being realized for something. Also, romance plays a large part. So, I mean, this could even be in relationships, right? Because it's almost like a little bit of conflict, because the 14 is also with the blacksmith. We could go there, and we could go into the mythology. But with the blacksmith, forging that iron and turning it into an art piece. And sometimes we, in the Leo energy, we're kind of fixed. So that 14 energy comes in and says, well, we're gonna tamper you out a little bit. We're going to get you to bend a little bit. We're gonna let you see things in a different point of view, a different perception, a different understanding. New information may come in, giving you a clarity that you didn't have before, an understanding. Thinking one way about something, and then somebody says something and you go, well, I didn't know that happened. Well, that changes everything. My viewpoint, my stance, and how it matches my values, my truth. See what the cards have to say for today. Oh, goodness, we get the Tower. Now, do not fear the Tower, although the energy of the Tower can be, for some people, just... You're in my prayers if that's you. The Tower card is here to not take away something from you that you absolutely need going forward, okay? It's not there to destroy you. It's not there to tear you down. It's not there to shred you into pieces like some people. My goodness, sometimes, and we all have had experiences in our life where we can look back and go, oh yeah. Sometimes it doesn't feel that way at the time. Sometimes we look at it as the worst punishment ever. And you sit there and you go, why me? Well, what did I do? Is it something I did wrong? And most times it's putting you into a place where you can have the greatest abundance and really walk your destiny, your path. And so often, sometimes you see these people that are handicapped that they can do, amazing, amazing things. And you go, wow, like, you look and sometimes, we're reading the book cover more than we are actually looking inside the book and getting the depth. And we're judging that book by its cover on whether or not it's worth looking into. So some of the most horrific things can happen to you in your life. And it is the first card. I'm going to put that out there. I know it's new moon energy, but it is the first card. So in some way, we'll all kind of feel that ground shake underneath our feet today in some way, some form. Now, it could be something very small and very little, and chances are it will be. But know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that it's putting you into the right place for you to go forward. It's something perhaps that you could not let go of. There wasn't an out for you, and now there is. Although you didn't know you wanted that out. Over and over, I hear a lot of different stories, and most times I hear about the job, right? They got fired, they got let go, the company closed down, and then you talk to them 6 months later, and they're doing the most fantastic thing that never would have crossed their path had they been working, because they wouldn't have been looking. They never would have saw the opportunity of a lifetime waiting for them. And yet, you lose your job now. How am I going to eat? How am I going to pay the rent or the mortgage? Or how am I going to put gas in my car? How am I going to feed the kids? How am I going to keep the electricity on? The worry, the concern, the fear. But it actually unplugs the person to go forward into a place that they want to go forward into. A dream, a desire, a goal. So know that you've got this. Know that this was meant for you, whatever it is, and go with the flow as much as you can. And say, I'm given this so that I can do something great. So let's go and see where I get popped out. Look at this. The sun comes right in right after it. Need I say more? Okay? This is about your vibration being raised. This is about your energy being raised. This is about your light being raised. Yes, starting the ripple, right? That light comes from you. And when you put out your arms and that light shines from you, you see the pathway. You couldn't see that before because you were down at this level of vibration. You weren't lifting yourself up. You weren't taking the time to laugh and giggle and self-express and feel the joy exploding from you. And if it wasn't there, creating it. Creating that light. Close your eyes and see that light shine out from you, and just see it grow and grow and grow and grow. First, it's just around you, and then it's the room you're in, and then it's the block you're on, and just do the world. I mean, absolutely shine your light as big as, and you can't tell me you don't feel that spark, that energy that does light up within when you just imagine just the light. And if you have a hard time imagining, then you know what? Put a light bulb in front of you. The light from that will grow the light even behind your eyes, right? And you'll see the light around you. I don't think that's a healthy thing to do. I don't think I should tell you to do that. Research that one before you actually try it. Kids, don't do this at home. Like sometimes, when I'm laying outside, it hasn't happened for quite some time. Life got busy, but I was taking some time there for a while. I was a lot more grounded then. I was getting a lot more done actually when I was, but life got busy. I'll have to get back to that. Thank you for the reminder, guys. But closing my eyes and the sun's beating down, and you can see the rainbow of colors changing, and feeling that light, feeling that energy coursing through your body. This is about you. This is about your goals. This is about your dreams. This is about where you want to go. Funny that it follows the Tower card. So it's almost like we have to have that conflict in our life, or we have to have something torn down, taken away, going down to the basics again. It's like having a plan, working all the theory through, trying it out, and it doesn't work. It's starting right back from square one again and moving forward. So it's taking all the little stuff away. And the Virgo energy of the moon really helps us do just that. To understand what belongs, what doesn't belong, what has value, what doesn't have value, what needs to stay, what needs to go. So we're actually gifted with the Virgo energy to lead us in the right directions. Look at this, the Strength card, the Tower, the Sun, and the Strength card all together. I do think that it's going to be a day when many of us will be like, whoa, where did that come from? And what do I do with it? So know that you want to raise your energy. Know that you want to bring in laughter and happiness at all costs. You want to see yourself succeeding. You want to see your dreams realized in your mind. And raising that energy, raising that vibration. Now, with the Strength card here, it says to, you've got the courage. You're more courageous than you think you are. You're stronger than you think you are. You're more intelligent than you think you are. In our minds, we really dummy ourselves down. You've got this. Bring out your strength. Bring out your courage. Bring out that inner warrior in you. And walk with integrity, absolutely. And the Strength is the 8 energy, so there's an action that needs to be done or a conversation that needs to be had in order to maybe realign a trust or a balance within a relationship. Get a mantra card here. Confrontation. Pick your battles wisely. Yeah, I'm really getting that vibration through the whole reading. But I think the conflict is there to help us grow, to help us learn. Maybe more about ourselves, maybe more about our passions, maybe more about somebody else. Confrontation. Okay, so we're always told that that's a bad thing. Well, no, it's when you lose your cool. When you get angry, that's when you've lost the battle right there. Just, you're done. So stay grounded. Confrontational. Pick your battles wisely. Okay, you're out there to win the war, not the battle. So some of them you gotta let go. So maybe you and somebody else has been having a little bit of a quarrel. You know what? Let it go. Is it really that important that you're right or wrong or indifferent on it? Is it really going to matter 5 years from now? Because if it's not, let it go. Did they forget to take out the garbage again? Well, just do it for a change instead of griping about it and, leaving it sit there a week because, like, heck, I'm doing it. It's their job. Just pick up the garbage and do it once in a while. Why start the war? Why? Because when we allow that vibration in, that anger in, it pulls you down. It lowers everything. You're doing all this happiness and joy and work about letting the light come in and seeing the light around you and understanding that vibration and feeling that vibration, feeling that light within you, feeling yourself become more courageous, letting out your strength, your talents, your ability, the authentic you. And then you allow something instead of having the confrontation and saying, okay, we're going to do this as adults. We're going to have a conversation. And yes, I may not agree, and it's okay that I don't agree, and you may not agree with me, and that's okay too, because we don't have to agree on these things in order to remain friends or partners or associates or family or whatever it may be. So pick your battles wisely. I mean, some things you have to make a stand on. Absolutely. You have to stand your ground and say, no, it's this way. That's it. You have to accept this about me or we can't go forward. There's other things that doesn't really matter. If I don't like chocolate ice cream and you do, it's okay. We can still be friends. So, I do like chocolate ice cream though. Okay, confrontation. It's not how many arguments you win or lose, but how many you can avoid by not getting drawn into an actual argument. You don't make friends by being aggressive or opinionated or insisting on your point of view. You will always offend somebody, somewhere, sometime. When you use tact, diplomacy, maybe even a little humor, you can diffuse the situation and consider the feelings of the other person involved. This does not mean that you shouldn't stand up for yourself regarding important issues. On the trivial matters, Silence is the most powerful virtue. It's wiser to choose your words with care and pick your battles wisely. Mantra is, I stand up for what I believe in. I choose my battles wisely. So maybe that Tower card is some kind of confrontation. It's not so much the confrontation itself, or maybe not even what it's about. It's how you react to that confrontation, how you carry yourself, how you control the situation for your benefit, for your focus forward, whatever that may be. We'll get an animal card here. And who will it be today? I'm running out of room here. There we go. Oh, look at this. Seek and find. Seek and find. Let's see what our little chipmunk has to say about seek and find. Action, believe, manifest. And above all, watch with glittering eyes the whole world around you, because the greatest secrets are always hidden in the most unlikely places. Those who do not believe in magic will never find it. Chipmunk lets you know that although you are dreaming and wishing, you aren't taking the clear action to make your dreams come true. The clearer and stronger your desire, the more action you receive as you begin to see the whole picture, retaining the parts that you want, eliminating what you don't want. Your greatest wealth is the knowledge that you are complete within yourself, and you are already complete within yourself. You already are. So have that knowledge, that wisdom of that. Your greatest wealth is the knowledge that you are complete within yourself. Your major goal is to discover as much as you can about yourself, because the more you know about you, the better you can deal with any life situation. Take action in order to push open the door you so badly want to walk through. If you don't seek, you won't find. And if you don't knock, the door will remain closed. Can't talk all of a sudden. You won't walk through the door. You'll remain stuck in one place. Spend time wishing and manifesting, but don't forget to take some kind of action too. If you want a new job, send out that resume. Looking for a relationship? Start inquiring whether your friends know of somebody. Want to begin a business? Start writing your business plan. Today is a wake-up call to your inner soul. Will you take the first step? Will you knock on the door? Will you turn the doorknob? So don't worry about what comes your way today. It's going to move you into the place you need to be. It's going to allow you to exercise your strength, your courage, and by doing that, you may learn something about yourself. You might realize a new confidence level about yourself. In some way, we grow today. We get to know ourselves more intimately, perhaps somebody else. And it's going to allow us to build a very strong tomorrow. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.